Hi everybody, and good evening. Thank you for coming. And now we want to speak about the Watchtower captives. My message today is for the Watchtower captives, and this is a very important message. And I call to you because you are a lot of persons who are in the organization. You are much more greater than you can imagine. And I come to you to explain the importance. You are very important because you are captive of this organization. We know that you are a great number. You who don't want to leave the organization because you want to stay with your family. You don't want to lose your family. And those who also, I know, they even have no more faith, doesn't believe, even in God doesn't believe, but they stay just there because he don't want to lose the family, friends, and. But I call you today, I call you, a call, I give you a call to stay up. I call you to stay up because if you stay up and if you have the courage to stay up, if you think you are a man or a woman who have nothing to be ashamed of, you must stay up. Because you know, the leading of this satanic cult, the leader, are courageous because of the fear of the adepts of the organization. Because they are incompetent, they are nothing. But just because they fear them, and this is the problem. But if you stay up, all these captives, what you are in the organization, the Watchtower is all already finished. They have money, this is all what they have, and so long this money dominate, they will stay. But if you stay up and you turn and you show your courage, and you say and you break your silence. You must break your silence. You can't stay from day to day and be silenced from others. Is the game over? It's no more time for that. You must stay up. And if you are a Christian and you say, okay, I'm a true Christian and even I don't believe in that, just watch with me the second letter to Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. Because a true Christian have no fear. A true Christian here in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, we read, "For God has not given us a spirit of cowardice, but of power and love and of self-control." And this is that, of course, he say, with self-control. Self-control and love, but with power, and not cowardice, but power and courage. So you must stay up. You must stay up, and you must speak out. Because if you stay up and you speak out, this is a very important movement what you do because you are captive, and everybody, every other persons are captives. Because there are some persons, they even doesn't realize what happens with them. How many persons watch, they are just under the hypnosis of this organization because they are totally depressed. This is an organization for depressed people. And these people are so many, they take so many drugs and so many problematic psychological and mentally diseased that they even are not more aware where they are. And this is a great crowd of these captives what you are. So you must stay up, you must take courage, because you know, also Job showed that the same example when he opposed Satan, and God rewarded them. He gave him back the double, but okay, the first half he lost, but after have the new family, and of course how the scriptures say that he will have the double when he will be resurrected. And I encourage you to stay up, because this is a very, very important movement for everybody, because you're acting, not awakening, because you are already awakened, because we know that you are awakened, but you must acting. You must acting, you must stay up, you must to speak to persons, you must to speak to everybody, to say what happens in the organization, to explain what happens in the organization, without fear. Because this is important for others, to give back the freedom for others. And act as true Christians, if you are true Christians. How I say in the first video, when I read that in Philippians 2:5, if you read, let this mind be in you which also was in Christ Jesus. And this attitude, this mental attitude we must have. This is the power, this is the spirit that God gives us. Not the spirit of cowardice, but the spirit of power. We have the same mind that Jesus Christ have. Revelation 5:5 say, do not weep, see the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David has triumphed. He is able to open the scroll and his 7 seals. But we wait of you, because Watchtower is game over. They stay only because they have money. They have no more control. They lost control. The control is over. But you must stay up. You must be courageous. You must be a lion. You must have this attitude of Christ. Stay up for the truth. Do not stay more in silence. Because I say to you that nobody, no man on earth can judge you. Neither you, neither nobody else can judge you. No man on earth can judge you, because this organization do the same thing what Jesus made with the woman who was trapped by adultery, and the Jews who want to stone the woman. This is the Watchtower. This Pharisee is the Pharisee organization. This is Watchtower. In Colossians 2:16, Paul explained very well. He said, therefore do not let anyone judge you. Even not what you eat, even not what you celebrate. You celebrate what you want. Nobody can judge you. No man on earth can judge you. Nobody are allowed to judge you. The scriptures say, do not judge nobody. So who can judge you? Show me the person who can judge you. Only God can judge you. Only God can judge you. Nobody, no man on earth is born to judge you. There is no governing body, there is no elder, there is no ministerial servant, there is no secret overseer. They can't judge you. Nobody can judge you. And I show you, even Jesus speak about the sheep who leave the organization. Why? The great number. We know that in 2015, 2016, 2017, more than 1 million Jehovah's Witnesses leave the organization. Australian Royal Commission made more than 1 million leaving the organization. It's a great number. It's a great number. And this is true because how many Bethelites say to us, see how many Kingdom halls were sold, because no more person in the Kingdom hall. 40%, 60% from the Kingdom halls are occupied. We say 1 million, but it can be more than 1 million, because 2015, 16, 17, we are in 2018, and doesn't stop. This molding is finished. Game over. Watchtower is game over. But what I want to say to you, watch, even Jesus explained that. Why the sheep will leave the organization. In John 10, 1-6, he explained, very truly I tell you, Pharisees, anyone who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate, but climbs in by some other way, is a thief and a robber. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeepers open the gate for him, and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him because they know his voice. But they will never follow a stranger. In fact, they will run away from him because they do not recognize a stranger's voice. Jesus used this figure of speech, but the Pharisees did not understand what he was telling them. You know, the figure of speech is a form of telling things. The figure of speech, you have explanation, very exactly you can say what you want with illustrations. And here you see that the sheep, of course, he doesn't speak about sheep, but speak about men and women who will leave their organization. Why? Because those who lead them, they doesn't understand, they don't know them. This is not the leader. For this, the Watchtower is the #1 in the world. That a desertion that never existed in no other organization. And I tell you that such desertion that was given from 2015, 2016 and 2017 was never existed before. Because all kingdom horses, never was before that Watchtower sell the kingdom horse. This is a massive abandoning. A massive abandoning. And I tell you that your courage, everybody wait that you act. Because it is very important for everybody. This is the ultimate fight. Because as you see, the organization will be abandoned. and a lot of people will awaken. A lot of people, your family members, will be awakened. But if you don't say nothing, they will not be awakened because they sleep. They are asleep. They fall asleep. You are not slave of man. Why you serve them? Jeffrey Jackson said, you are not the alone, or they are not the only one spokespersons in God's spokesperson. Okay? They are not the only one who speaks in God's name. So why follow them? He speaks openly. He speaks for millions and millions of people. The whole world see that. That the leader of the Watch and Trap society explained that they are not the only one man who speak in God's name. And this shows that they are coward. But you must be courageous, because Jesus set us free, as in Romans 8:32 we read, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. We was calling to this freedom. Also in Romans 8:2, for in Christ Jesus the law of the Spirit of life has set you free from the law of the sin and death. We was set free. We are free men. We are no more slavery. No more under slavery. Or the 1 Corinthians 7:22, for he who was a slave when he was called by the Lord is the Lord's freedman. Conversely, he who was free man, he was called, is Christ's slave. So no man's slave. You must imagine that if you was a slave, you are a slave now. You are captive of this satanic, demonic man. And Jesus called you. Jesus called you to be a free man. And even if you have the Spirit of the Lord, because say in 2 Corinthians 3:17, now the Lord is the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Do not be afraid about them. If you have the Spirit of the Lord, you are in freedom. You are a free man. And the beautiful is that Galatians 5:1, he say, it is for that freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not be encumbered once more by a yoke of slavery. Don't turn back to be slave of man, because this is clear how Jesus say it is for freedom for this freedom that Christ has set us free. So I just want to say to you, thank you for watching, because I know that you are many who watch the videos and my video and other videos, and this is good. But you must stay up, because awaken you are. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. Bye bye.